They told you fasting is good, that it's biblical, that it's powerful. And it is. But what most churches won't tell you is this: when you start fasting, all of hell takes notice. Because fasting isn't about food. It's about focus. It's about fire. It's about surrendering your flesh to reawaken your spirit. It doesn't just move God, it exposes you. And what rises to the surface might not feel holy. When you start fasting, you'll feel weak, but that's the point, because your flesh has been loud for too long. And fasting quiets the noise so you can finally hear God clearly again. But before the glory comes the groaning. Before the breakthrough comes the battle. Because fasting doesn't just starve your stomach, it starves your ego, it humbles your pride, it breaks your rhythm and confronts the idols you've been feeding. What happens when you fast? Your flesh fights back, your cravings scream, your mind wanders. Suddenly, distractions multiply. Why? Because your flesh doesn't want to die. Hidden things rise. Fasting is a spotlight. It shows you what's been hiding in the corners: bitterness, lust, fear, doubt. It all starts bubbling to the surface. Not to shame you, but to heal you. Heaven leans in, God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. And fasting is humility in action. When you fast, God doesn't just see your hunger, He hears your heart. But that's not all. Spiritual sensitivity increases. The word hits deeper. Worship feels heavier. Discernment sharpens. You start to notice what grieves the spirit, because the static has been cleared. Breakthrough begins, not always in fireworks, sometimes in whispers, in alignment, in revelation, in chains breaking quietly beneath the surface. Some demons, Jesus said, only come out by prayer and fasting. Mark 9:29. That thing you've been wrestling with for years, that addiction, that fear, that stronghold, it might not fall until you fast. But here's the warning: fasting without prayer is just a diet. Fasting without repentance is just hunger. Fasting without surrender won't change anything. But when you fast in faith, when you fast with purpose, when you fast for Him, everything shifts. So why don't more churches talk about this? Because fasting is uncomfortable, it's costly. It doesn't build crowds, it breaks them. But fasting doesn't feed fans, it fuels followers. You want to go deeper? Fast. You want heaven to move? Fast. You want the old to die and the new to rise? Fast. Because fasting doesn't change God, it changes you. And when you finally get emptied of